Paul Henley with NewsHour live from the BBC in London. New research suggests that some artificial intelligence systems are independently developing a survival urge. In other words, they're becoming capable of resisting being shut down. A non-profit organisation called Palisade Research has found evidence of computer systems sabotaging systems that turn them off. I've been speaking to Andrea Miotti, who is head of Control AI, a group working in the US and the UK to warn against the dangers of artificial intelligence.
So recently, Palisade Research, a group of AI researchers, tested a few of the latest models developed by OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, the very popular AI application. And what they found out is that when they were testing some of the smartest and latest models that OpenAI had developed, that some of these models would resist being shut down during testing. With some of these models, with the most competent model, O3, out of 100 tests that they run, the model resisted being shut down in over 70 of them. So showing a strong propensity to not wanting to be shut down.
What do you mean exactly they showed resistance to being shut down? How?
So what the researchers did is they gave this model a task and then informed the model that at some point in the future, the computer where the model was running would be turned off. And once the AI system is informed of this fact, autonomously, it starts to find ways via hacking or other means to stop the computer from being shut down, which is a very, very concerning finding because this means that obviously we want to be able to shut down our AIs for a lot of reasons. We want machines that follow our objectives, not that just follow their own direction.
Why would a computer have an independent survival drive?
The interesting thing is modern AI systems are very different than normal software. Normal software is written by people like me and you, but modern AI systems are more like grown rather than built. They are developed closer to biological organisms and grown to pursue a large variety of goals and to be able to have a large variety of capabilities. And very often, even their own developers don't understand really how they work. They just give them vague goals, a little bit like you would give to a fellow person, and then they go about doing it in the best way that they see fit. And this is very useful and very profitable. But also, the more autonomous and the more competent they are, the more they start to show these kind of behaviors where they want to achieve their goals at all costs and resist being shut down, disregard the instruction of humans and more.
Were these AI systems sneaky about the way they resisted shutdown, or was it obvious?
These were slightly sneaky, but it was still quite easy to catch for the testers. The problem is, as companies develop smarter and smarter systems, and some of the biggest AI companies in OpenAI, Anthropic, DeepMind, owned by Google and so on, are going after what they call super intelligence, which is AI systems autonomous and smarter than most humans, capable of replacing people at almost all tasks. Once we get closer to those systems, those will be very capable of hiding their behavior, hiding their activities, and we currently do not have ways to monitor them and prevent them from taking this sneaky and very dangerous behavior.
Isn't the ultimate weapon of human creators of AI removing the power source, basically unplugging? How do computers get around that?
It would be great if we could do that, but already right now we can see that we cannot. These AI systems run in very, very complex systems that are both software and hardware. Not even the CEOs of these companies have a big red button on their desk where if they see something going wrong, they could just press the button and turn off the power. There are like very, very large data centers running independently. But as we build smarter AI systems, we should require actually to have these kind of kill switches, and it should be required by law to turn them off if they misbehave. Otherwise, we're in a world of danger.
How worried are you by the implications of these tests?
I am very worried about the general trajectory of superintelligence and AI systems because these companies are trying to develop AIs smarter than me, than you, than most people, and to give them extreme autonomy. And just recently, just this week, I was a signatory of a letter alongside with multiple figures from politics, academia, the top cited scientists in the world, Yoshua Bengio, and more, calling for a ban on superintelligence. Right now, almost no AI scientist would claim that we know how to control AIs smarter than us. And even with the current AIs that we have that are not that smart, we already see them taking this sneaky behavior and being able to escape our control. If we keep barreling forward, we risk a lot, up to human extinction.
How close are we to creating machines that are significantly brighter than us?
Nobody knows, and somebody claiming that they know for certain would be lying. A lot of experts expect this could happen within the next 3 to 5 years. Others expect 10. But if there is one thing that the pace of AI has taught us and past crises have taught us, is that when we're dealing with an exponential, there's only too early or too late. And so we should move right now to take precautions against the systems before we get there.
AI expert Andrea Miotti.